Who have you done the most difficult things in your life for? Family, friends, someone you really like, love, care about. So what is this logic behind doing something that you really don't want to do, like not procrastinating on the difficult work task or exercise or eating healthy, doing something that you really don't want to do? Who are you doing it for? You want to be scrolling, you want to be overeating, you want to be doing whatever feels pleasurable right now. You have never done hard things repeatedly over a long term for somebody you don't care about, for any stranger. So who are you doing all these things for? People use all these words for change, delayed gratification, consistency, discipline, habits. But who are we doing these things for? When you have to choose between the pleasure in that moment versus delayed gratification or whatever benefit that good habit is going to give you, who cares about that future self, that stranger you've never met? Have you even met that future self that we are doing these things for, these hard things for? Why would you do a single thing for them? Maybe you would do it once or twice for society's validation or for whatever fear you have, very, very low quality motivation. But you don't know that person to keep doing those hard things for them again and again. But whenever you have a great loving relationship with somebody like your family or friends, you go above and beyond for them. You have done things that even surprise you, like, how did I do that difficult thing in that moment? But you did it. And you have been doing it for years and years and years because you know them, you like them, you love them, you care for them. Very high quality motivation. Currently, you want to do things for your present self's happiness. That is why you do all those things that you know are harming you, like scrolling or eating junk or delaying some work or study, procrastinating, because you care about your present version's pleasure right now. You care about your happiness and you want to give yourself that pleasure, and that's okay because you care. That's wonderful. You care about yourself. You want to be happy. You don't want to be uncomfortable. Now, if you also want to give that happiness, that pleasure to your future self, and you want to do hard things for them, just like you do for your family and friends and your present self, then you need a strong relationship with your future self. And how do you make a relationship? How do you make a strong relationship with somebody? Tell me. The one common thing in all your relationships is that you have met them several hundreds and thousands of times. Your family and your friends. That's how you know them, you like them, you know what they like, you know what makes them happy or sad, you know what you need to do for them, and you know how to do it. So that's it. I call it self-dating, dating yourself. Meet your future self, meet them again and again and again till you develop this strong relationship with them. Nobody else has to tell you that, oh, think about your future, blah, 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 think about your health in the future, think about your 70-year-old self. No. You already have a relationship with your future self. And every time you're making a decision, just like you think about your family and friends and how your decisions will affect them, impact them, you will think about your future self if you have a relationship with them, if you meet them frequently, if you talk to them, if you know them, if you like them, if you care about them, if you love them. So go and have your first self date. Go and meet your future self right now. Say hi to your future self. Say hi from me as well. And that's going to change your life.